Welcome to the Real Talk, and today we'll be talking about gender equity and balance. I am your host, Vic Mutisia, and today I am guest with me.
Timothy Mwoka, a human rights activist.
Lynn Bravo, a co-founder of KYALO Organization.
Robin Choti, a gender lawyer.
So, starting with Lynn, what's your take on gender equity and balance?
My take on gender equity balance is that we're not that there to the equity level of saying that we have the balance yet. So women in the society are still denied the opportunity to establish themselves as men.
Choti, what about you?
Well, gender equality and balance, I guess the system that we have right now caters for that. The new constitution that leads this country has catered for the gender equality and balance. I really don't support feminism in any way because I believe as God created us, He meant people to be different in their own ways. Women were created specifically and they were created special in their own way. In the same way men were created special in their own way. Also in our traditional setting, there are roles that were given to men, there are roles that were given to women. And as provided that we live in harmony, provided that each side plays its role and does not try to outdo the other, then I guess we're going to live in a very peaceful society.
So how about you, Timothy?
I think till now we have still those challenges, and if I may call them, I think all people have that notion that, they believe in the patriarchal system. The man should be the superior and the woman should always maybe be under the man. So now to me, I think this is very wrong because just from bare facts, internationally, we know that when women are employed or even are given equal chances as men, you will find that they even take back to their families around 90% of what they gain. But what about men? 35%. So I think we have to accept that reality that we need more women and not even more. Let's balance. Let's have a balanced nation whereby we expose both men and female to equal chances. And through this, first, equity and balance, it's a really reliable predictor of any economy or the well-being of any government. So through achieving equity and balance, we'll have a very better life. Yeah.
So according to you, Timothy, you mean that in the current Kenyan setting right now in the government that the gender there is not balanced?
Yeah, let me say, because just go to any office, you will find that the probability of any man getting a job is very high, unlike a woman. Though I know the government is trying in very many ways to, set the standards differently. For example, when we are recruiting military or even police or the Kenyan army, you will find that maybe the requirements that are given for females are a bit lower than men. But at the same time, you will find that in one recruitment, we have more than maybe 7,000 who are male and they are recruited. What about women? Only around 500. So I don't think this has been to this moment. It hasn't yet gotten to that point whereby we have equity for all gender. So I think we still have much to do. Go to the parliament, go to the bigger offices, have even a list of the CEO in parastatals in Kenya. You will find that most are men. We want equal gender. Leave alone the 2-3. Why don't we have 1.5, 1.5? Yeah, that's my point.
Madam Lynn, what motivates you to advocate for women's rights?
Actually, what motivated me and made me a founder of the KYALO group is that I felt that until now, females have not self-actualized themselves. Like the feeling of being inferior to men is still there. We're still in the 19th century whereby the man is supposed to be the money maker and I'm the one supposed to stay at the house, make food. I'm not supposed to go out there, establish myself, see my weaknesses and my strengths. I still don't have the platform to be who I am or to realize my potential at the moment. So with that, I felt that there's need for us to sensitize the world or the society at large the importance of having females self-actualize themselves, knowing that they do also have a place in the society. society. As women, they do have a say. They can do something. They can do whatever a man can do. A woman can do it like 3 times more better than him. And maybe the world will be a different place now if we actually embrace this.
Mr. Chotu, you have
Well,
something to say?
I'd like to differ with her slightly about what she said, that women do not have platforms. As in our country today, women have very many platforms to build themselves, to be very resourceful people in the country. They have been given opportunities from cabinet secretaries to governors to name them. There are so many platforms that they have given. Yeah, women reps, for instance. You see, when a woman is given an opportunity to serve, she's expected to be rated in the same way as a man. I'll give you an example of the former CS for National Youth Service, Anne Wegud. She was given a very powerful position. But what did she do with it? She ended up being fired because she was caught up in a scandal that Kenya lost 791 million shillings. A corruption scandal that faced her. Well, that is just one example. If I may give you another example, when you go to the judiciary, the Deputy Chief Justice of this country, she's currently undergoing an investigation for corruption, embezzlement of funds, just to mention a few things that she has done wrong. Women have been given the platform. It's just that they do not meet the standards that men have put there. But if we are talking about standards and platforms, women and men have been given the same standard. But actually, in our current society, women have been given a upper hand, like the position of women reps. They are given 47 seats, whereby it's only women. They are guaranteed to be elected to that seat because it's only meant for women. You look at the parliament, they are given the 2-gender rule, whereby a woman is expected to be in a committee or in any gathering. It should have a third of women. They have been given that opportunity. But then the 2/3 that has remained, it has not been left for the man. It has been left for both of them to struggle for it. So if they have the ability to struggle and gain it, they can. It's just up to them to rise to the occasion.
No, I think personally, let me say, the issue is not all about giving a platform. What should we do? We give a platform, then let's empower women. We give them the platform, but what else are we doing to ensure that these women qualify or even have that confidence and to know all maybe needed requirements? If it's in education, we are giving them maybe chances to fill the third or even the two that's gender thing. But now, in education, what are you doing maybe to bring up very many females as graduates from universities that may even go for some of these opportunities and chances in future? So I think let's not dwell much on the platform. First, let's establish means of building the ladies and the female to achieve now gender equality that you're talking about.
Talking of empowerment, you claim to give all these people, the women and the men, the same chances of the platforms, right?
Sure.
And then you're talking of empowering them. Why don't you also empower the men? Why?
I think to this point, it has been something that has been running to in our minds, and we can even prove it. How? I said go to the offices, go everywhere, go to schools, Technical University of Mombasa. How many lecturers, male lecturers are going to find there? Go even to the ranks and positions of maybe different faculties. How many females are there as the heads? Go to vice chancellors in Kenya. So the issue about empowering the females, it's something about give them funds, give them these opportunities. I'm very sure that it's not all about qualifications.
I think in addition to what Timothy is saying is that whatever is embedded in our main system, the system that runs the government or the institutions that runs our country, is that whatever is embedded in our mind is that we made it a culture. It's 1/3 rule, and we just taking it as a culture. The empowering part is not there. It's not being taken out seriously. That's why until this time we do have sexual assaults, sexual violences. Recently we heard of that Shia who was assaulted by her supervisor at the supermarket, and another instance is where this lady guard was assaulted by a visitor who was entering that apartment. You see, if we had those empowerment strategies working in place, we shouldn't be having such incidents happening. Simply because when you just say we've given them the platform and it looks like it's just in the culture, it's just doing for the sake of doing it, we're still not empowering those women. And that's why we have organizations such as KYALO to make sure that the females really get the empowerment they need for a better future.
Well, I think that women empowerment has been something that has been going on for a very long time. For the past years that have come, women have been empowered greatly because there are very many non-governmental organizations that cater for women. A good example is our own organization, KYALO, that caters exclusively for women. But when you go to the male gender, when you go to the men, there are no such organizations that cater for the men. Why? Because they believe that men are strong. They believe that men can do it on their own. They have been given a big burden to carry on their shoulders alone, without any support from the government, from what. And that's what we do here as men. We go out there, we struggle, and we take these positions. Let me give you a good example. When I tell you that women have been given platforms to raise to the occasion, it's just that they are the ones who are not utilizing these opportunities. For instance, in our 2017 general elections, the number of registered voters, women had the highest number of registered voters compared to men. And several women stood up to be elected. They vied for different positions. But then you find the same women who have the largest number did not vote for their own. Women are an enemy of their own. They will opt to vote for a man and leave out a fellow woman, and yet come and say that women are not empowered, that men are ruling over women. You know, that's really not fair. Because they have an opportunity. If you think women are oppressed in the society, you have that power to change it. Why don't you vote in women? Why don't you vote in women who you believe will come and change the whole scenario? But they don't do that.
The problem now here is not the platform. We need the empowerment strategies in position. Not the, yes, to get the platform. Even for the reasons BBI report, here that if the governor is male, we'll have the female to the table. So, literally is that we do have the platform, but the empowerment is still not there.
What other empowerments do you need? And there are very many non-governmental organizations.
Well, I think Sophia not getting a point. Her point is the organizations are there, but that's just a platform for the women to express themselves. You're not empowering them enough.
Can she please explain what empowerment do they need?
I think let's talk about this first. We are talking about the women voting for themselves. Why can't women vote for them? It's because you have that mindset that it's a man who has to run maybe these positions.
Well, they just sum this up. In conclusion, what do you have to say?
Me, I can say, let's just do what we have been talking about. Expose males and females to equal chances, and opportunities, because this is something that can work as from the family level to the government level to international level. How in the family level, if I'm your man or even you are my wife, we can share, we can equalize and try to balance our maybe activities in the house. I can cook, you can wash clothes, you see? Yes. Let's not have this issue of being submissive much into our brains, that we forget that these are people that we should also treat equally.
Marilyn?
Okay, I think I would like to tell my friend here, Robin, that in feminism, there's this thing we call intersectional feminism, which is aiming at abolishing some notions that defines a real man or a real woman in society. Rather, it pushes in trying to create a society whereby not your gender or not any part of your body will dictate on what you will do or not what you will do in the society.
Just conclude, please.
Well, before I give my conclusion, I'd like to say that the feminist agenda is not about equal rights for the women. It is a socialist anti-family political movement that advocates for women to leave their husbands, kill their children, and become lesbians. Well, I've said kill their children because feminists are advocating for abortion, something that has not been there in an African setting. As I give my closing remarks, I believe that women and men should be given equal chances in everything. Just because you're women does not mean you should be given an upper hand over a man. There are very many projects that empower women. The same should be done for the men. It's not right when a woman has an issue, she's heard. When a woman wants something, it's given to her. But when a man wants the same thing, it's not given to her. That's not right. We should embrace equal gender rights, whereby men and female are treated equally. Men and female are both. You understand what I mean?
Okay, thank you.
And to addition, in reference to what he's saying, or in addition to that, that's why in feminism you have a section that's called intersectional feminism. It also strives to empower the man.
Thank you all for participating in this talk. So I'm going to read some of the tweets that my audiences have sent me. Fiona V from Nairobi, she's saying that we should call for gender balance in every institution. Kamau Mbugua says that I think masculinism or patriarchy still exists, and as I'm the only one who is going to inherit my parents' property, and my sister should back off from it. That's from Kamau Mbugua. So keep the tweets coming, and thank you all for listening, and let's meet here next week, same place, same time. Thank you.